Hi, everybody. I'm John Berndt. This is my partner, Neil Feather. I'm just going to say a couple things before we play some music for you. We are both members of a very vital experimental music culture in Baltimore. There's probably somewhere between 50 and 60 artists in Baltimore that are dedicated to work that is non-idiomatic in the sense that it's not trying to be a part of any of the previous idioms of human culture. It's really its sort of own thing. Experimental music isn't really one thing. It's actually just sort of an attitude of openness and sort of discovery, and to try to get to rooms in the mind, I guess, that we haven't been in before. Neil and I have been working together for 22 years now under the name Thus. We've toured all over the country and a bit around the world. And the music that we play is unusual even for experimental music because it's performed entirely on instruments of our own invention. Neil is an instrument inventor who has orchestras of instruments that he's invented, all unique instruments with unique properties. Me, not quite so much, but it's been a major part of my activity for, I guess, most of the last 2 decades, as well as other things that I do. So anyway, that's my sort of introduction, and Neil may want to say a couple more things.
Hi, handsome crowd, and great speakers. Anyway, what I'm going to be playing here tonight, just to give you an idea of what's going on. Most of my instruments are meant to create sounds in a way that haven't been made before, so as not to fit into a repertoire. Most of these instruments have something to do with vibrating matter or magnetic fields the size of a small object. What's going on? This instrument here is the milazzo pede. It's a bicycle-based instrument. There's 12 strings strung radially, which go past pluckers and then there's various magnetic pickups here. This instrument on the right, and most of these instruments are sort of on the long string of, they've had precursors. This is a vibrawheel array called the twin pies. The vibrawheels have vibrating 1.5 volt motors on them that when they go past an electric pickup make a signal. So it's sort of a rhythm machine, and then the twin pies is made so that I can pick up each wheel on two different spots, and there's sort of a central, with most of the instruments there's sort of a center and then a mechanical way of reaching balance or imbalance. The third instrument is a former guitar, and this is, it has 2 strings that are stretched against each other, so there's sort of an inverse relationship between the tension of the strings and other techniques. And these instruments generally involved inverse relationships, sort of very complicated transduction and long-range phase relationships.
And I'll just add, and then we'll start making music so you can hear what these things sound like. But a lot of experimental music these days is made on computers. No computers were used or harmed in the production of any of this. In fact, we think this whole computer thing is a fad. It's probably going to go away in a year or two. So you can see our attitudes are very in step with the times. I'm also playing 3 instruments today. On the floor here is something called the peasant instrument. It's basically an instrument about long string properties and getting a broad range of sounds out of long string in a whole bunch of different ways. This instrument here is called the Polygon. When you vibrate a piece of metal that's of any real weight, you get frequencies that are really, really low. And so this is an instrument that's about evoking the overtones over those really low frequencies, and it can make a lot of different sounds as a result. And then this thing here is called the sporatica, and it's an instrument that uses a magnetic field to drive a string, but the string is interfered with by a variety of things, and that creates sounds that have sometimes like a sort of a vocal quality. So anyway, there's a lot that could be said about, philosophically why we do this stuff, but we're not going to get into that because we'd like to play some music for you, and we hope you enjoy it.
Thank you very much, Sean. Where's good places in Baltimore for people to catch experimental music, other than TEDxBaltimore?
So there's a lot of places in Baltimore you can see experimental music. One is in Waverly. There's a place that's been going for probably close to 17 years called the Red Room. Every Saturday night, Friday, Saturday night, there's all kinds of amazing stuff that happens there, all extremely varied. Every September, the High Zero Festival, now in its 16th year, world-famous festival of experimental music. The Wind-Up Space on North Avenue, the 14 Carat Cabaret on Saratoga Street. Lots of venues. There might be like another 3 or 4 venues. So check around on the web if you're interested.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
So while they take down all these instruments, and it's been brought to my attention that I never introduced myself. 'Cause I thought